In this video, we'll tackle essential concepts like arithmetic operations, number sequences, and word problems that are commonly featured in the career service examination. 1. Solve 48 divided by 8 plus 7 times 6 minus 12. A 42. B. 36. C. 45. D. 40. Do this without a calculator. To solve, first, do the multiplication operation. 7 times 6 is 42. Second, do the division operation. 48 divided by 8 is 6. Now add the quotient and product. 6 plus 42 minus 12 is equal to 36. 2. A number when divided by 20 gives a remainder of 7. If the same number is divided by 5, what will be the remainder? 1. B. 2. C. 3. D. 4. First, let the number be n. According to the problem, the number n is 20k plus 7, where k is an integer and 7 is the remainder when n is divided by 20. Now, from the second sentence, if n is divided by 5, therefore n divided by 5 is also equal to 20k plus 7 divided by 5. 20k divided by 5 is 4 and has no remainder, while 7 divided by 5 is 1 and a remainder of 2. Therefore, the answer is 2. 3. Simplify this. 7 thirds plus 5 halves minus 11 sixths. To answer, first, look for the least common multiple, which is the smallest positive integer that is divisible by both 3, 2, and 6, which is 6 because it is both divisible by 3, 2, and 6. Next step, convert the fractions into a form where its denominator are all the same, and its denominator is 6, so we can perform the operations of addition and subtraction. Let's convert 7 thirds into that form by dividing 6 by 3. It is equal to 2. And then multiplying 2 by 7, which is equal to 14. Therefore, it is 14 over 6. For 5 halves, 6 divided by 2 is 3. And then, 3 times 5 is equal to 15. Therefore, it is 15 over 6. Lastly, for 11 sixths, 6 divided by 6 is 1, and 1 times 11 is 11. Therefore, it is 11 over 6. Now, we can apply the operations easily since all the denominators are the same. 14 plus 15 minus 11 is equal to 18, and thus the answer is 18 over 6. A shopkeeper increases the price of an item by 20% and then gives a discount of 15%. Find the net percentage change. A 2% increase. B. 1% increase. C. 2% decrease. D. 1% decrease. A net percentage change is the percentage difference between the closing price of a current period and the closing price of a previous period. The formula of a net percentage change is equal to current period price minus previous period price all over previous period price times 100. Now, represent the changes mathematically. Let the original price of the item be 100. Next, apply 20% increase. The price becomes 100 plus 20% of 100 is equal to 100 plus 20 is equal to 120. And then, apply the 15% discount. A 15% discount means reducing 15% of the current price, which is 120. Discount is equal to 15% of 120, which is equal to 18. Therefore, the final price is 120 minus 18, is equal to 102. Now, the net percentage change. Net change is equal to 102 minus 100 all over 100 times 100 is equal to 2%. The number is positive, and therefore the answer is 2% increase. solve the problem, let's get the total parts of the ratio. 3 plus 4 plus 5 is equal to 12. And then solve for Carol's share, which is 5 over 12 times 360, and it is equal to 150. 6. Evaluate 3 to the power of 4 minus 3 cube divided by 3 square. A 18, B 15, C 12, D 6. First, let's evaluate each terms. 3 to the power of 4 is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 is equal to 81. 3 cube is 3 times 3 times 3 is equal to 27. 3 squared is 3 times 3 is equal to 9. Therefore, 81 minus 27 divided by 9. Let's do the operation inside the parenthesis first. 81 minus 27 is 54. And 54 divided by 9 is 6. Therefore, the answer is 6. 7. Simplify square root of 144 plus square root of 169 minus square root of 49. A 12, B 14, C 18, D 16. It is important that we are familiar with the square roots of some numbers, so we don't need calculator to solve this. Square root of 144 is 12. Square root of 169 is 13. And square root of 49 is 7. Thus, 12 plus 13 minus 7 is equal to 18. 8. Multiply 0.25 times 0.4 times 0.2. A 0.02, B 0.04, C 0.05, D 0.01. Multiply the decimal step by step, we'll get 0.02. 9. If 6 workers complete a task in 15 days, how many days will 10 workers take to complete the same task? A 9, 10, C 12, D 8. We need to understand the relationship between the workers and the time taken to complete the task, or the number of days. Since the task is constant, it is indicated in the problem that it is the same task. Then we have an equation, number of workers times days is equal to constant task. The task done by 6 workers is 6 times 15 is 90. Since 90 is constant, let's calculate the number of days if there are 10 workers. From the equation, days is equal to the task over workers. Thus, 90 divided by 10 is equal to 9 days. 10. The average of 5 numbers is 26. If one number is excluded, the average becomes 24. Find the excluded number. A 30, B 34, C 38, D 40. The total of 5 numbers is 26 times 5 is equal to 130, while the total of 4 numbers is 24 times 4 is equal to 96. Therefore, the excluded number is 130 minus 96 and is equal to 34. 11. Find the 7th term of the sequence 3, 7, 11, 15. A 23, B 27, C 31, D 35. We are tasked with finding the 7th term. Step 1 is to identify the pattern in the sequence. Find the difference between consecutive terms. 7 minus 3 is 4. 11 minus 7 is 4. 15 minus 11 is 4. This tells us the sequence increases by 4 each time. It's an arithmetic sequence where the first term, A, is 3, and the common difference, D, is 4. Step 2 is to look the general formula for the nth term. The formula is term t is equal to the first term, a plus the number of term, n minus the 1, times the common difference, d. Since we have the values, therefore we can calculate term 7, which is equal to 3 plus 7 minus 1 times 4. The operation inside the parenthesis first. 7 minus 1 is 6. Multiply 6 to 4. It is equal to 24. Now, 3 plus 24 is 27. Thus, the seventh term is 27. 12. Find the fifth term of the sequence. 2, 6, 18, 54. A. 162. B. 108. C. 324. D. 216. We are tasked with finding the fifth term of the sequence. To find the pattern, observe the relationship between consecutive terms. The terms are being multiplied by 3 each time. Therefore, the fifth term, which is next to 54, is 54 times 3 is equal to 162. 13. What is the next number in the sequence? 12, 24, 36, 30, 60, 90, 84. A. 120. B. 126. C. 168. D. 102. Looking closely, the changes between consecutive terms are 12 multiplied by 2 is 24, 12 multiplied by 3 is 36, 36 subtracted by 6 is 30, 30 multiplied by 2 is 60, 30 multiplied 3 is 90, 90 subtracted by 6 is 84, 84 multiplied by 2 is 168. 14. The sequence is 5, 10, 8, 16, 13, 26. Find the next term in the sequence. 18. B. 20. C. 36. D. 22. Step 1. Analyze the sequence changes. Examine the differences and operations between consecutive terms. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 minus 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 16 minus 3 is 13. 13 times 2 is 26. The sequence alternates between multiplying by 2 and subtracting by 2. And then multiplying by 2, next is subtracting by 3. Therefore, next sequence is multiplying by 2 and subtracting by 4. This is consecutive to subtracting by 2 and 3. Thus, the next sequence is 26 minus 4 is 22. 15. Identify the next number in the sequence. 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. A. 36. B. 49. C. 81. D. 64. We can see that the number in the sequence are all perfect square. 1 square is equal to 1. 2 square is equal to 4. 3 square is equal to 9. 4 square is 16. 5 square is 25. So, the next number is 6 square, which is equal to 36. 16. What is the next number in the sequence? 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. A. 15. B. 17. C. 19. D. 21. The sequence lists are prime numbers. The prime number next to 13 is 17. 17. Find the missing term in the sequence. 3, 6, 12, 24, 48. A. 96. B. 72. C. 108. D. 120. It is apparent that the number in the sequence are all multiplied by 2. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. 24 times 2 is 48. 48 times 2 is 96. 18. What is the next number in the sequence? 256, 128, 64, 32. A. 16, B. 24, C. 8, D. 20. We can detect that the pattern in the sequence is dividing each number by 2. 256 divided by 2 is 128. 128 divided by is 64. 64 divided by 2 is 32. Hence, 32 divided by 2 is 16. 19. What is the next number in the sequence? 10, 20, 17, 34, 31. A. 62, B. 68, C. 48, D. 64. We can observe the sequence that the first number is multiplied by 2. 10 times 2 is 20. The second number is subtracted by 3. 20 minus 3 is 17. Then the pattern repeats. 17 is multiplied by 2, which is equal to 34. 34 is subtracted by 3, which is equal to 31. Thus, 31 should be multiplied by 2, and that is equal to 62. 20. The sequence is 4, 12, 10, 30, 28, 84. A. 82, B. 88, C. 78, D. 80. First, identify the pattern of the sequence. We can see that 4 when multiplied by 3 is 12, and then 12 when subtracted by 2 is 10. The same pattern can be applied to the next numbers. 10 times 3 is 30. 30 minus 2 is 28. 28 times 3 is 84. So, 84 minus 2 is 82. 21. A man buys 15 apples for $90 and sells them at a profit of 20%. What is the selling price per apple? A. $6, B. $7.20, C. $7, D. $8. The first step is to calculate the price per apple. It is $90 divided by 15. It is equal to $6. Now, let's calculate the selling price by applying the 20% profit. Selling price is equal to $6 plus 6 times 20%. This is equal to $7.20. 22. Mr. A can complete a task in 12 days, and Mr. B can do the same in 8 days. If they work together, how many days will they take? A. 4.8 days, B. 6 days, C. 7.2 days, D. 5 days. Step 1 is to determine the work rates. The work rate of a person is the fraction of the task they complete in one day. Thus, Mr. A work rate is 1 over 12, and Mr. B work rate is 1 over 8. Next step is to add their work rate. When A and B work together, their combined work rate is the sum of their individual rates. Combined rate is 1 over 12 plus 1 over 8. To add these fractions, find a common denominator or the least common multiple of 12 and 8, which is 24. 24 is divisible by both 8 and 12. Convert each fraction into a form with a denominator of 24. For 1 over 12, 24 divided by 12 is 2. 2 times 1 is 2. Thus, it must be 2 over 24. For 1 over 8, 24 divided by 8 is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. Thus, it must be 3 over 24. Now we can add the fractions easily. 2 plus 3 is 5. The sum of the fractions and the combined rate is 5 over 24. The last step is to calculate the total time required. If their combined rate is 5 over 24, the time it takes to complete one full task is the reciprocal of their rate. Time is equal to 1 over combined time is 1 over 5 over 24. 24 over 5 is equal to 4.8 days. 23. The sum of the ages of a father and his son is 50. If the father is 30 years older than the son, find the son's age. A. 10, B. 15, C. 20, D. 25. Let x be the son's age, and let x plus 30 be the father's age. The father's age and son's age is equal to 50. So, x plus 30 plus x is equal to 50. Combining both the same terms, we have 2x is equal to 50 minus 30. This is simplified to 2x is equal to 20. Therefore, x, the son's age, is 20 divided by 2 is equal to 10. 24. How many liters of water must be added to 15 liters of milk to make it a 25% solution of milk? A. 25, B. 30, C. 35, D. 45. In this mixture, we have milk and water. The amount of milk is known, which is 15 liters. The amount of water is unknown. So let x be the water added. To solve for the amount of water added, it is equal to 15 liters of milk divided by 15 plus x. And this is equal to 25% or 0.25. Solve for the x, simplifying the equation. 15 is equal to 3.75 plus 0.25x. Combining both terms, we have 11.25 is equal to 0.25x. Solving for x, it is equal to 11.25 divided by 0.25 is equal to 45. Thus 45 liters of water must be added to make a 25% solution of milk. 25. A car travels 60 km per hour for 2 hours and 80 km per hour for 3 hours. What is the average speed? A. 70 km per hour, B. 72 km per hour, C. 68 km per hour, D. 74 km per hour. To calculate the average speed, we have to find the total distance and the total time traveled. The total distance is equal to 60 km per hour times 2 hours plus 80 km per hour times 3 hours. This is equal to 360 kilometers. The total time is 2 hours plus 3 hours, which is equal to 5 hours. Thus, the average speed is 360 kilometers divided by 5 hours. This is equal to 72 kilometers per hour. 26. What is the simple interest on $2,000 at 5% per annum for 3 years? A. $300, B. $400, C. $500, D. $600. The simple interest is equal to the principal P times the rate of interest per annum, R times the time in years. Therefore, $2,000 times 5% or 0.05 times 3 years. This equal to $300. 27. A trader buys a coin for $500 and sells it for $600. What is his profit percentage? A. 15%, B. 20%, C. 25%, D. 30%. Profit is equal to 600 minus 500. This is equal to 100. Profit percentage is equal to the profit divided by the cost price times 100. Thus, it is equal to 100 divided by 500 times 100 is 20%. 28. A pipe fills a tank in 6 hours, and another empties it in 9 hours. If both work together, how long will it take to fill the tank? A. 18 hours, B. 12 hours, C. 10.8 hours, D. 9 hours. Step 1 is to calculate the rates of the pipes. The rate of a pipe is the part of the tank it fills or empties in 1 hour. The The rate of pipe A filling the tank in 1 hour is 1 over 6, while the rate of pipe B emptying the tank in 1 hour is 1 over 9. Next, we have to combine the rates. When both pipes work together, their combined rate is the difference between the filling rate and the emptying rate. Therefore, combined rate is 1 over 6 minus 1 over 9. Subtract the fraction by finding the least common denominators of 6 and 9. The least common denominator is 18 since 18 is divisible by 6 and 9, converting the fractions into a form where 18 is the denominator. For 1 over 6, 18 divided by 6 is 3, 3 times 1 is 3. Therefore, it is 3 over 18. Next, for 1 over 9, 18 divided by 9 is 2, 2 times 1 is 2. Thus, it is 2 over 18. Now, we can easily subtract the fractions. 3 minus 2 is 1. Hence, the answer is 1 over 18. The final step is to calculate the time to fill the tank. The time to fill the tank is the reciprocal of the net rate. Time is equal to 1 over 18. Therefore, the final answer is 18 hours. 29. 3 partners invest $5,000, $7,000, and $8,000. Profit is $4,800. What is the share of the $7,000 investor? A. $1,400, B. $1,680, C. $1,200, D. $1,800. First is to understand the profit-sharing principle. The profit is divided proportionally to the amounts each partner invested. This means that the share of a partner is equal to investment of a partner divided by the total investment time the total profit. Let's calculate the total investment. It is equal to $5,000 plus $7,000 plus $8,000, which is $20,000. The share of the investor who invested $7,000 is equal to $7,000 divided by the total investment $20,000 times the profit of $4,800. The answer is $1,680. 30. The perimeter of a rectangle is 60 m. If its length is twice its width, find the width. A. 10 m, B. 12 m, C. 15 m, D. 20 m. Let W be the width. Its length is twice its width, so length is 2W. The perimeter of a rectangle is equal to 2 times length plus 2 times width. Let's substitute all the terms with the given. Perimeter is 60 centimeters is equal to 2 times 2W plus 2W, combining all the same terms. 60 is equal to 6W. Therefore, W is equal to 60 divided by 6 is 10 meters.